Okay, so we got this. It's a Ford CL20. Hey, buddy. Hey, big boy. Um, got it for a decent price. So I just wanted to do a review on it and kind of just talk about it for a minute, and then we'll look at the repairs that need to be done, stuff like that. So first off, it works. I just moved all this metal over here today, or yesterday. So it works, it runs, it does what it's supposed to do. But I noticed that there are a lot of issues, little things that, it needs maintenance. It needs work. So, first of all, this bucket has holes in it. I mean, that's easy to fix. That's not why I bought it anyway. I'm going to put forks on it later. I bought it for the bee business. So, that's what we're going to do. Obviously, the yellow paint, it's just rattle canned on there. I mean, it just rust resistor, I'm guessing, because it's not well done. These pins, need to look at those pins. This, it's not the most solid of all things, but it works. It does what needs to be done. Obviously, the tires, pretty rough shape. We'll see what that costs to do that. I don't even know what year it is. I think it's the 70s, maybe 80s. But doesn't have a charging system for the battery. So I have to charge the battery if I want to use it. Luckily, it doesn't take much. It's just for starting. So that's good. I noticed that there's some kind of noise and stuff going on inside. I believe it's the other side. So I think there's probably a bearing going out or something. So it's kind of, we'll see what happens. But it only does it whenever I'm on the road. So anytime you put some real tension on there, that's when it starts making a little bit of noise. It's got a Predator motor in it from Harbor Freight. I mean, that's fine. I mean, it is what it is. I got it for a pretty decent price. Probably could have got a little cheaper, but you know what? It does the job. Obviously, this hydraulic tank it's been beat on a little bit, but I mean, what do you expect? It's old skid steer. Let's see if I can lift this. Oh no, I got all kinds of stuff on there. I'm gonna have to put in some kind of tray or something. I think I'll probably relocate the battery to the back too, because or maybe above the hydraulic or something, because that's just not a good place to put the battery. It's right under your feet. It's just not a good place. Not like that, but we can use that space for the hydraulics or whatever else we're gonna do. Not like that, but the way these work, it is sketch. Whenever this thing's running, these little valves and everything, these levers, you up and down raises the bucket, and then up and down on this side tilts the bucket forward and backward. It is, when this thing's running, it is sketchy, because sometimes you want to get out and then you get back in, you get out, and it's like you'll hit this or you'll bump this and it'll start going forward on you, or it's sketchy. You have to set your emergency brake whenever you get out of this thing, otherwise you might get ran over. There's no major leaks except for this little one right here. It leaks a little bit, not too bad. It just kind of seeps out of there. The other day I had it in the up position, the bucket in the up position, and it held all night long because the battery was dead, and then I just ran out of time, and so you know how that goes sometimes. The coupling assembly that couples it to the, I don't know if you can see that in there. Let's see. See, it's got that chain coupler in there, and I think I'd rather put like a Lovejoy or something. Another thing is this motor, it's not even mounted in there necessarily. I mean, it's got bolts down there, but they're just basically aligning it. It's not bolted down in there. This top, I mean, this thing, I think if I were to, oh man, stepped in dog mess. I think I might modify this top just so it's easier to get in and out of when it's running, because I think I'd rather worry about a rollover or worry about getting in and out of this thing a little safer than to worry about it rolling over. I'll probably put like some kind of bar right here, just in the back, to where it's, if it does roll over, it won't like crush me. But I think this whole front assembly, or maybe I'll go up and a little higher to where I can get out. But this stuff's got to go, because that just makes it, these things make it impossible. Not impossible, but very difficult to get in and out without hitting these. Especially when you have the bucket up a little bit, it just makes it tough. But it's a solid little machine. Like I said, it needs a lot of maintenance, but I think we'll be able to make something good out of it. Later on, I'll probably open these side panels. I'll definitely open these side panels and look and see what's going on in there. Check the oil level, make sure it's got good oil, make sure it's, just make sure it's solid, because it needs to be solid. Especially whenever I'm out doing bee work and I got the forks on the front and all that stuff. It just needs to be a good running machine. And I can't not have it be a good running machine. Anyway, pretty awesome addition. I love my brother, and he lets me borrow the forklift whenever I need it. But honestly, it's a pretty major inconvenience to have to do that. Not only for him, but I have to drive all the way there, drive all the way back. There's an extra expense there, and like I said, it's awesome that he lets me do that, lets me use it. But honestly, it's difficult, especially since I have to schedule it and time it, and he can't be using it, and and I can't use the forklift for little jobs. I can only use it for like major jobs, just because of the inconvenience of getting it here, and just the time it takes to do it. I work a full-time job. I do bees on the side. I was trying to do bees full-time, but that's just not going to happen for me, which is okay. It's all right. Anyway, that's it. That's what's going on here. Sweet Valley Honey out. God bless.